Hey guys, welcome to my channel. You'll be talking about my journey from Kenya to Germany, and feel free to comment, share, subscribe to this channel, and leave all the questions or suggestions in the comment sections below. So today we are going to talk about 10 things that I would tell my younger self before coming to this place, before coming to Germany, or in extension to the Western world, or before going abroad. 10 things that I wish I knew, or some of them that I am grateful that I knew before I came to this world. Yeah. So the first thing I would say, number one, is have a plan. Have a plan before coming here. That means basically have a financial plan, have a nutrition plan, have a program, a fitness program before coming to this place. If you think that if you come to this place you're going to start something, once you come to this place you're going to realize that it is going to be very, very difficult for you to start something here, something that you've never done before from back home. So have a financial plan. By having a financial plan, that means ensure that you have the necessary accounts needed to maybe do investments. For example, you need to have maybe a SACCO account. You need to have a CDSC number or a CDS account. You need to have a CST account, for example, for buying government bonds and T-bills. Basically, you also need to have a bank account that is functioning. You need to have a bank account, an M-Pesa account, of course, that can be able to that you can operate from abroad. And you also have to know how to link money from here to these accounts in Kenya to be able to invest back home. Yeah, those are some of the things that you need to know before coming here. And a fitness program, you need to have started something back at home. Don't wait to come here because you think that something magical is going to happen and you are going to start going to the gym, or you're going to start eating healthy, or you're going to join a fitness club or join a gym. It is not going to happen. You need to start doing those things from back home, and only then will you be able to continue doing those things back here. One thing people don't know is that life here is very very comfortable. Most people actually do come here and get in a sort of comfort zone because of the smooth systems that are here. And once you get in this comfortable zone, it becomes very hard for you to initiate some of those things like fitness and healthy eating and investment and saving strategies. So try to build those habits before you come here while you're still back at home. Number two is learn to limit your excitement. Yeah. For me, maybe this can be a regret or also a learning point. Yeah, let me not call it a regret. Yeah, so when you come here, you are bound to get excited. It is, of course, especially if you're coming here for the first time. We all know from back home in Kenya and probably in extension the rest of Africa, there is an expectation that comes with flying abroad, going abroad. So I would advise my younger self to limit those excitement. Try to treat that imposter, yeah, just the same as you will treat another bad imposter. That means that you have to try to limit your expectations, and that means that once you come here, you need to stand on your feet. You need to stand your ground. You will need to also learn not to overshare. Actually, learn not to overshare. Keep conversations listen more than you talk. Yeah. that is going to save you from a lot of things that are going to come in the future, because you're going to learn the lesson that when you are excited or when you are angry, you should not actually make those hasty decisions or something of the sort. This place is going to teach you that lesson very, very fast. Yeah. So when you're excited in those early days, you are doomed. You're doomed actually to make decisions hurriedly, or trust. Actually, that is the word. You are doomed to trust very easily, and open up and overshare your stuff, which is something that you might end up regretting actually later on. So try to limit those expectations. Keep calm. Don't overshare, and stand your ground. Point number 3. Have hobbies. Have your own hobbies. That somehow links actually to point number 1 and number 2. You should already have hobbies, your own personal hobbies that you enjoy before you come here. If you don't, this place is going to give you hobbies that might not end up being so good or very good, very healthy, or physically, financially, healthy for you in the long run. So you need to have things, interests that you've already developed from back home. You need to stand your ground, like point 2, like I told you in point 2. So which means you'll have to set boundaries. So if something does not interest you, I'm not saying that don't try new things. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that don't try new things. This place is going to offer you many opportunities for you to try new things, a lot of new things. There are very many opportunities here that you can try. But in the long run, I think it is safer for you to set boundaries, know what you want, and don't be like, the flag, bendera hufuata upepo. Don't be the flag that follows the wind everywhere the wind goes. Yeah. If you choose to engage or to try new things here, you will need to set your boundaries. Know how to set your boundaries. You need to say no. If something doesn't impress you anymore, learn to say. I have realized that most people here respect you more when you learn to say no more often, and you don't need to explain. You just need to say, that is not for me. I understand why you do it, but that is not for me. So I have my own plans. That is enough. Yeah. So those are some of the things that I have learned through experience in my short stint that I have been here. But I would have appreciated if I had known that earlier. Let's go to point number 4. I will say, you also need to have targets in your mind. Yeah, you need to maybe have like a time frame or time span that you want to stay in this place. Yeah, don't come here maybe just trying out things. I know there are people who do that and it goes well for them. But I think it's safer if you know that even if you are trying it out, you know that by this time I want to have achieved goals A, B, and C. And if I will have achieved goal A, B, and C, then I can move on to something else. Or I am seeking stability and everything. So my aim is actually to come to this world, establish myself, settle down, integrate into the culture, integrate with the people, and eventually become like a citizen here. You need to have those goals already set in mind. That will ensure that the process goes on very smoothly for you, and it is not maybe so frustrating in the end. So but with everything you will have to give your all, of course. But I would actually advise myself to set targets, set goals that are measurable before you come to this place. Yeah. Number 5, I would say, is don't burn bridges. Don't burn bridges. The friends that you had at home, the family members, don't burn bridges. Yeah, I think when you come to this place, you tend to imagine that you are moving to another planet or something. It gives you that feeling. Yeah, and you might be tempted to to build castles around yourself, or to build walls around yourself and isolate yourself. But in the long run, you're going to realize that is a big blunder, because no man is an island, and you will need people back at home, just the same way you will need people here, friends here. And eventually, actually, as time goes on, you might actually end up realizing that the people back home are actually way more important than the new friends that you are going to make here. And I'm not putting down or trying to downplay the interactions here, or trying to downplay the relationships that one forms here. My main point is, don't burn the bridges, and keep those contacts. Be humble, stay humble always with the people back at home. Keep contact. Share ideas. If you get any ideas, share them with people back at home. And always, of course, I'm not opening a door for manipulation or anything. Yeah, of course, you'll have to know how to set boundaries. That is something that you'll have to teach yourself, or you'll have to learn in one way or the other. The most important thing is, don't burn the bridges. I think now we are at number 6. Yeah, number 6, I think. Yeah, so I will say number 6, don't keep an open mind. Yeah, keep an open mind once you come here. This is not I think most of us immigrants, especially from Africa, I'm from Kenya, and I would say that most of us assume that this place is like the finished product. Like this is the epitome of human civilization and human success. There are very many things here that are, of course, better than back at home. Like I shared in my previous video regarding the advantages of being here. But there are also very many things here that are way bad than back at home, which I also shared in the previous video regarding the disadvantages of being here. And the way I would put it is, when you come here, you need to keep an open mind, ask more questions. Yeah, keep an open mind, ask more questions. Like, how does this function? Why is this made this way? Why does this function the way it does? Because that is how you're going to actually learn the system here. You're going to learn that the rules here, the laws here, are a little bit different from back home. Actually, a lot different. Some are very different from back at home. Yeah, that is something that we can talk another day. Yeah, of course, there are actually laws here regarding how you can, for example, keeping animals, slaughtering animals and all that, and keeping animals for consumption and all that. There are very many laws that are very different. You actually get shocked by hearing some of those things here. Yeah. And so keep an open mind, ask as many questions as you can, but don't, of course, look like, don't be fake. Don't be fake with those questions. Yeah, keep those questions coming genuine from within your heart. So in your first days, actually, that is the best advice I would give you. Instead of being the best way to control that excitement that you get once you are here is actually to ask questions. Yeah. Ask about everything. Why is it that way? Why does it look like this? Because very many things here are different from back home. Yeah, but you get the point. Just try to keep an open mind, and you're going to learn a lot. You're also going to appreciate a lot from back home, and you're also going to start seeing the gaps that exist back home, where you can also try to come in and help in finding the solutions. Going to point number 7, I would say, confidence. I think I mentioned this in point number 2, but I will put it this way here. Here, it is a very direct confidence. Yeah. I am in Germany, so the culture here is a bit it can come out a little bit weird to visitors. Yeah, here the people appreciate a firm handshake, and they appreciate eye contact. Yeah, which are some of the things that maybe as a Kenyan you're not used to. But these are some of the things that are actually very good as a person. To make an all-rounded person, you need to learn these things even as you are back at home. You need to give people firm handshakes and look them in the eye. The people here appreciate that, and that is how they go around their businesses. Yeah? And especially the eye contact part. Yeah? You need to learn how to look people in the eye, straight in the eye. It shows that what you are saying is true, it's believable, and it also shows the confidence that you have in articulating yourself. And if somebody else is talking and you look them in the eye, they appreciate it because it shows that you are really interested in the message or the information they are trying to portray to you. So those things can be a little bit, a little bit different when you come here from Kenya. But the faster you are able to grasp those aspects of conversation and everything, the easier you will find it navigating this new world here, especially in Germany. I don't know about other places, but that is the case of Germany. Yeah. So I think I would sort of circle back to point number 2, and yeah, try to maybe emphasize on the point of saying no, lying to say no. As you are a visitor here, the first days you'll be invited to very many things, especially if you come to a place like I am. It's not a busy town, it's a small town surrounded by a village and everything. Yeah, so you will find people here. I have actually met people who told me that I am the first black person they met in real life. They only used to see black people in cinemas or in some even used to joke and tell me they used to see black people in circuses where they would come and perform and all that stuff. Yeah, but getting close to a black person, I was the first. Of course, I was the first person that they met, the black person that they met physically and so close, and had a conversation with one-on-one. So, which is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. I met a lot of people. I've made a lot of friends here through those engagements. Those friendships that still stand to date and that I really hold dearly too. But I would also like to encourage you or encourage myself that it is not every invitation that is out of a good place in the heart, I would say. Yeah? You need to learn very fast to differentiate or to be able to recognize invitations that you need to, maybe not need to, that you can actually accept, and those ones that you will outrightly say no. Those are some of the things that are very difficult in the beginning. These are things that come with experience, but once you master them and you learn to say no without explanations, they respect actually that a lot, and it also protects your space. It protects your mental well-being. Because there are places, the invitations you are going to honor, and you are going to be left feeling like drained energy. Your energy will be drained. Yeah, you're going to feel like I shouldn't have come here. I feel out of place or something of the sort. Yeah. So those are some of the things that you will need to learn. Of course, everybody knows that the social life here is not the way it is back home. The integration here, somebody can invite you very enthusiastically. They can invite you, and then you go there and realize that they actually are not interested in you the way you thought that they were interested in you. So it might leave you with some bad taste or a weird feeling like, okay, you invited me here, and then here I am sitting alone or something, and you are there having fun with your friends and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's a little bit weird. Yeah, it's a dynamic that you, especially coming to a place that you do not fully understand the culture, the language. Yeah, the most important thing is the language, which is of course going to be to make it to point number 10. But if you come to a place where you do not know the language fully, sometimes it can even feel like these people are gossiping about you if you do not understand the language well. So you can reserve that maybe for later once you have fully integrated into the culture. And now to the last point is, no matter how long you want to stay or to live in this place, you need to learn the culture, you need to learn the language. That is very important. Actually, this should have been point number 1, but I chose to put the best for last. You need to learn how to interact with these people. The language is very important. You need to through those engagements that we've talked about from point 1 to now, you are going to actually need to learn their language, and it will build your confidence, and it will also improve the engagement. It will also improve your confidence. It will also improve your mood and everything around the people here, especially if you are away from your family or you are alone in a place. It is not a good feeling, like I have said, when you are surrounded by people who are speaking a different language and you do not understand anything, or you understand very little. Yeah, it usually comes out like it's like you are the one who is being discussed, but we are going to actually later realize that they are actually most of the time, or maybe all the time, not talking about you. They are just talking about their own business. You just happen to be there in the middle of all that conversation and not understanding anything. So it helps a lot to learn the language. Make it your number 1 priority. For example, if you come to Germany, make it your number 1 priority to learn the language, integrate well, yeah, ask as many questions as you can. Even don't be afraid to ask questions, even when you do not understand. If somebody says something to you and you don't understand, yeah, be confident enough to say, I did not understand what you said. Can you repeat it slowly, or can you try to explain that to me again? They are going, of course, to be open, and you're going to learn a lot from that. So yeah, guys, those are the 10 things I would advise my younger self before coming to Germany. And I hope you've learned a thing or two.